Have you ever caught yourself wondering why some people seem to age with grace, energy, and vitality, while others begin to fade faster than they ever expected? Maybe you've stood in front of the mirror, touching the lines on your face, asking quietly, "Is this it?" You've done your share of living, worked hard, raised a family, survived losses, adapted to change. But lately, something inside you whispers that you want more time. Not just more years, but good years. The kind where you wake up with purpose, strength in your legs, clarity in your mind, and joy in your heart. Here's the hard truth, and it's not easy to say. Most people don't live past 85. And I'm not talking about the number on a birthday cake. I'm talking about living. Truly living, not just existing. Because what takes many of us down isn't always disease or genetics. It's the small, everyday mistakes. The ones that seem harmless at first, but build up over time. Habits that slowly chip away at the body, the mind, and the spirit. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. You have more control than you think. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 of the most common and fatal lifestyle mistakes that silently shorten life after 60, and how you can avoid them. Not with expensive pills or miracle cures, but with simple, meaningful changes that can add years to your life, and more life to your years. Let's start with the first mistake. And this one's more common than you might think. It's living without a reason to get up in the morning. It might sound philosophical, even a bit sentimental, but make no mistake. It's one of the most dangerous habits of all. Studies have shown again and again that people who have a strong sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives. That purpose doesn't have to be anything grand. It could be your garden. It could be volunteering at the library. It could be your morning coffee with a neighbor, or making your grandson laugh. The point is, without something to look forward to, the body begins to shut down. Retirement is supposed to be the reward, right? But if you're not careful, it becomes a slow drift into isolation. The daily structure disappears. The sense of being needed slips away. And when that happens, people often begin to age fast. If you want to live well into your 90s and beyond, you need more than food and medicine. You need meaning. You need something that gets you out of bed, puts a light in your eyes, and reminds you that you still matter. Because you do. You absolutely do. Now, let's talk about the second mistake. And this one might surprise you. It's sitting too much. I know, after decades of hard work, you've earned the right to take it easy. And yes, rest is important. But modern life has made sitting the new smoking. The average senior spends over 10 hours a day sitting, watching TV, reading, riding in cars, sitting at meals. And even if you go for a walk once in a while, that's not enough to counteract the damage. When you sit for long periods, your muscles weaken, your blood flow slows down, your metabolism drops, and perhaps worst of all, your mind begins to dull. Physical movement isn't just about staying in shape. It's about keeping your brain sharp, your mood balanced, your bones strong, You don't need to run marathons. You just need to move regularly, intentionally, and joyfully. Take short walks after each meal. Stretch while watching the evening news. Dance while you make breakfast. Little movements, done daily, make a big difference over time. It's not about looking young. It's about staying capable. Being able to reach the high shelf, get off the couch without help, carry your own groceries. These are the things that keep you independent. And independence is freedom. Once you lose that, life starts shrinking. And you don't want that. Now that we've talked about the importance of having a reason to wake up and the dangers of a sedentary lifestyle, let's move on to another mistake many seniors make without even realizing it. It starts innocently enough. A little less water here, a skipped glass there. Before long, your body is running on empty, and you don't even realize it. That brings us to the third mistake that silently takes down too many seniors: chronic dehydration. Yes, you read that right. Dehydration. It doesn't sound dangerous. In fact, most people think it just means being a little thirsty. But as we age, the body loses its ability to sense thirst. That means by the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind. And when your body is low on water, every system, your brain, your heart, your kidneys, starts to struggle. You might think your dizziness, fatigue, or confusion is just a part of aging. But very often, it's not. It's your body quietly asking for help. Water keeps your blood flowing, your mind clear, and your muscles strong. It helps with digestion, temperature regulation, even joint health. Yet so many older adults go through the day drinking coffee, tea, maybe a soda, and forget the one thing the body truly needs. It doesn't have to be a core. You can make hydration a part of your rhythm. Keep a glass of water by the bed. Sip during phone calls. Add a splash of lemon or a few cucumber slices if you need a little flavor. And yes, herbal teas and broths count too. Just don't rely on thirst alone to tell you when it's time to drink. And here's something else you should know. Mild dehydration can mimic symptoms of dementia. That's how serious it is. So the next time your thoughts feel cloudy or your energy feels low, try drinking a glass of water first. You might be surprised at how quickly things brighten. Now, let's take a closer look at the fourth mistake. And it's perhaps the most heartbreaking one of all. It's social isolation. It's waking up day after day without a meaningful connection. No one checking in. No shared meals. No laughter that bounces off the walls. And this isn't just about loneliness. It's about health. Being isolated increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even early death. In fact, it's as dangerous as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Let that sink in. We are wired for connection. Not just in our younger years, but especially as we age. We need to be seen, heard, valued. Maybe your partner has passed on. Maybe your children are busy. Maybe you've lost friends over time. That's real, that's hard, but it doesn't mean you're powerless. You can still build new bridges. Join a local group. Call an old friend. Say yes to the invitation. Or better yet, make the invitation. And if mobility is an issue, technology can be your lifeline. You don't have to be tech savvy to send a voice message or video call your grandkids. There's always a way. It might feel awkward at first, but the warmth that comes from being connected, truly connected, is worth it. Some people worry they'll be a burden, that they're too old to make new friends. But I'll tell you this. There are people out there who need your stories, your wisdom, your laughter. And they're waiting for someone just like you. So let's take a breath together. Think about what we've talked about so far. Having a reason to wake up, moving your body every day, drinking enough water, staying socially connected. These might sound simple, but they are life-changing. They are life-saving. And before we move forward, I want you to take a moment and ask yourself something. How many of these habits are part of my life right now? Not with guilt, but with honesty. Because once you know what's holding you back, you can begin to set yourself free. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start with one small shift, one new choice, one better habit. The path to a longer, more vibrant life isn't paved with perfection. It's made of intention. It's built step by step, day by day. Now, there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's one that ties all of this together. Because even if you do everything else right, without this next ingredient, the rest starts to fall apart. Sleep. That's the missing piece most people overlook, and it's quietly robbing years from their lives. It's easy to shrug off poor sleep when you're younger. A late night here, an early morning there, and somehow you bounce back. But as we age, the body stops bouncing. Instead, it starts breaking. And nothing accelerates that decline faster than long-term sleep deprivation. You may not even realize you're sleep deprived. You might think waking up at 3 a.m. every night is just part of getting older, or that needing a nap every afternoon is normal. But the truth is, consistent, high-quality sleep is just as important as the food you eat or the air you breathe. Without it, your brain can't clean itself. That's not a metaphor. Your brain actually flushes out waste during deep sleep. Miss that window too many nights in a row, and you start seeing the effects: memory loss, mood swings, slower reaction times. Over time, it raises your risk of Alzheimer's, heart disease, and even falls. So how do you reclaim your sleep? Start by creating a routine your body can trust. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Keep the room cool and dark. Put the phone away an hour before bed. Yes, even if you like playing games or scrolling through pictures. That blue light confuses your brain into thinking it's daytime. Maybe try a calming ritual before sleep, a warm bath, soft music, a gentle stretch, or even reading a physical book. And if you're lying in bed wide awake, don't just stare at the ceiling. Get up, do something quiet and relaxing, then try again. The goal is to retrain your body to recognize when it's time to rest. Of course, sometimes sleep struggles have deeper roots. Anxiety, pain, grief. They're all real, and they deserve attention. Don't be afraid to talk to your doctor or a counselor. Asking for help doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're strong enough to take your health seriously. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, I want to say something directly to you. The fact that you're here means something. It means you care. It means a part of you knows life doesn't have to be defined by decline. That even after 60, 70, or 80, there is more ahead than behind. You are not too old to make changes. You are not too late to turn things around. The truth is, your body is still listening. Your heart is still beating. Your spirit is still strong. You just have to give it what it needs. So here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to run marathons to stay healthy. You just need to move a little every day with purpose. You don't need to drink gallons of water. You just need to stay ahead of your thirst and treat hydration like a daily habit. You don't need a house full of people. You just need one good connection, one real moment of laughter or conversation to remind you that you still matter. And you don't need sleeping pills or perfection. You just need consistency, calm, and a little self-kindness at night. These small shifts add up. They rebuild the foundation brick by brick. And when your foundation is strong, you don't just survive, you thrive. If you've ever looked in the mirror and wondered where the time went, if you've ever felt invisible, forgotten, or worn out, I want you to hear this loud and clear. You are still here, and that means your story is still unfolding. It's not too late to be the healthiest you've ever been. It's not too late to wake up energized, to take back your mornings, to walk a little taller, to love a little deeper. So I encourage you, start today. Make that call. Take that walk. Pour that glass of water. Get to bed on time. Choose yourself, not out of guilt or fear, but out of hope, out of love, out of belief in the life you still get to live. If this message speaks to you, share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. What changes are you planning to make? What's been your biggest struggle or your proudest victory? And if you found value in this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We've got more inspiring, practical advice coming your way. Because your health, your joy, and your journey matter to us. Here's to living your best life at any age. Not just longer, but fuller. Not just existing, but thriving. You've got this.